Tonight we report on two armed men robbing a Schwana gas station and the reaction of sports organizations on the closing of the Moses Lake ice rink. What's happening in sports, Bob?
The Big Nine girls soccer title is on the line tonight for Moses Lake, and Big Ben drops a home volleyball match to Walla Walla. Let's take a glance at our Weather Center forecast.
And the weather outlook is looking very changeable. In fact, maybe a brief warm-up on Saturday, but the shower threat off and on through the weekend. Details coming on up shortly.
I'm Alan Troop, and we have all this and much more on I-501 News.
From the I-501 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is I-501 News, your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is I-501 News, and it starts now.
The Grant County Sheriff's Office is looking for help to identify two armed men who robbed the Outpost Grocery gas station in Schwana Tuesday night at about 7 p.m. Two Hispanic men wearing masks entered the store on B Street Southwest carrying guns and demanded money from the store clerk while speaking Spanish. According to the Sheriff's Office, one suspect was carrying a pistol and jumped to the counter to reach the register. The second suspect stood near the door, armed with what appeared to be an AK-47 military-style rifle. No one was injured during the robbery. The two men fled in a dark-colored passenger car northbound on State Route 243. The Sheriff's Office released two surveillance video photos and a description of the suspects in hope that the public can help identify them. Anyone with information is asked to call the Sheriff's Office at 509-762-1160 or email crimetips@grantcountywa.gov. The Port of Moses Lake and local emergency services conducted a simulated plane crash Thursday morning at the Grant County International Airport. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
It wasn't a typical day at the Grant County International Airport, where the Port of Moses Lake and local emergency services staging a simulated plane crash this morning. The event tested their ability to deal with a scenario of a vehicle fire, injuries to the pilot and passenger, and a fugitive apprehension due to the presence of narcotics. Port of Moses Lake Facilities and Operations Director Rich Mueller said these simulations are a necessary part of the port's functions.
The airport's certified by the FAA, and part of that is that every 3 years we must have a full-scale exercise where we actually have the accident, and this is our year, so you can see what's going on behind me. It's a very busy scene today.
Student volunteers from Big Ben College played the roles of the injured passengers. Grant County Fire District 5 donated their test van, and AmeriGas donated the fuel for the exercise. Mueller said it was a successful event.
Everybody's been cooperating really well. This is my first exercise. I've learned a bunch, and it's great how the community is really, the emergency community is really coming together on this project. So.
In Moses Lake, Devin Higgins for I-501 News.
Quincy taxpayers will pay roughly $215,000 more for a fire truck because the city didn't want the Grant County Fire District 3's help. The majority of the city council turned down an offer from Fire District 3 to help pay for half of a new pumper truck. Instead, council members Paul Worley, Manuel Guerrero, and David Day decided to spend $437,000 to buy the new pumper truck the fire district can use. The new truck replaces a 1969 vehicle, which is barely passing its tests. The district provided specifications for a replacement truck about 3 months ago. The fire district offered to pay for half of the purchase of a fire truck. Councilmember Scott Libbert said he was concerned with the purchase. Councilmember Dustin Peterson agreed, saying it wouldn't hurt to wait and discuss the proposal with the district. Grant County residents have an opportunity to get rid of their hazardous waste for free this Saturday at McCosh Park in Moses Lake. The event is sponsored by Grant County Solid Waste and the State Department of Ecology. It runs from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. Some of the hazardous items accepted are antifreeze, corrosives, fluorescent bulbs and tubes, herbicides, and household cleaners. Some of the items not accepted include agricultural waste, ammunition, car batteries, propane tanks, or used oil. For a complete list, visit us online at ifiber1.com/news. And now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back right after this.
Hi, I'm Angus Lee, the Grant County Prosecutor, and I've spent my entire adult life committed to public service. As a younger man, I fought for our country in the United States Marines, and I was awarded the Combat Action Ribbon and the Purple Heart. For nearly a decade now, I've been fighting criminals here in Grant County. My trial record speaks for itself. I have convictions in over 90% of my jury trials, and I've personally prosecuted the most serious cases, and I've won.
Angus Lee, the proven crime fighter.
I'm Angus Lee, and I approve this message.
Hi, I'm Cindy Carter, your Grant County Commissioner. Currently, I serve the 92,000 residents of Grant County, working with over 700 employees, 11 different labor unions, and providing oversight to an annual budget of $131 million. I have served in this capacity for 7.5 years, working closely with each department and office, reviewing their individual budgets to ensure a balanced overall budget so the county can remain fiscally strong. I'm Cindy Carter. Please vote for me in the 2014 election as your Grant County Commissioner.
Hi everybody, meteorologist Don Morelli with you here on iFiber Channel 1 News weather overnight this Thursday night into Friday. Hope you enjoyed your Thursday. Your forecast is brought to you by Bud Cleary Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places. And the rather unsettled cool weather pattern continues, and these fast changing conditions are going to be with us. Very difficult to time, but I'm going to do my best. The first of which, we're seeing the front that moved through the past 24 hours try to come back as a warm front during the day on Friday, particularly Friday night. Some clouds and showers developing, and by Saturday morning we'll be on the south side of that front, so we'll look for clearing conditions on Saturday and popping that temperature up into the maybe even near 70 a bit in some areas. But then another cold front whips right through Saturday night, Sunday morning, so clouds and showers return. So again, a roller coaster ride is what we expect for the next 72 hours. Looking specifically at the past 24 hours, 62 and 45, the high and low of the day, with a good healthy amount of precipitation over there. I'm sure your water bucket might be heavier than the official count of 0.3 of an inch here in the city. 63 and 52 in Moses Lake with 0.32 of an inch. Just a little bit more raindrop in the area down in Moses Lake, but still. Temperatures, not too bad, but still a little cool. We're looking at a little clearing conditions briefly, 59 degrees and a west-southwest breeze. Now, the breeze has been occasionally gusty, and with these systems moving on through, every 12 to 18 hours of winds will pick up, and then they'll die down. So again, it's just a matter of timing when these things move through, but as I mentioned, here's what I think. Again, overnight tonight, looking for the clearing condition. Look at even a pink there that indicates a few wet snowflakes possibly in the high elevations of the Cascades and the passes. No traveling problems, don't worry there. But here we are Friday morning. Now here's a front that moved through by tomorrow morning. Watch what happens as it tries to consolidate and moves back north during the day on Friday. So Friday, clouds will be increasing, showers overnight into Saturday morning possible. Then we're on the warm side of it briefly before, again, the storm center pushes another cool front across Saturday night, Sunday. So that's the timing of the situation through the weekend. Now the forecast for Friday, clouds and showers possible southwestern areas of the state and moving northward from Oregon throughout the afternoon. But for the most part, partly cloudy skies to begin with, cloudy skies to end with. Temperatures, you can see, still a little bit on the cool side since we're on the north side of this front and with mostly cloudy skies. And as far as the specifics, again, overnight showers into Saturday morning, then a nice break, then Saturday night, Sunday, then a break, then Tuesday. And look what happens. Pretty chilly mornings, maybe some frost on those mornings.
You don't need me to tell you that 4 and all-wheel drive time is on its way. But maybe you didn't know your local Toyota dealers are gearing up for the season with special savings on our top-selling 4 and all-wheel drive models. From tough Tundra trucks to our best-selling CUV RAV4 or Benza, the perfect blend of all-wheel drive with safety and style. Plus many others. The bottom line is exceptional 4 or all-wheel drive savings just in time for winter. For full details on these and other savings, visit any of your Inland Empire Toyota dealers. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Daryl Pheasant. I've been your treasurer for 28 years. I take my oath seriously, following the laws consistently and fairly. This complex job depends on experience. Experience to run a $200 million public investment pool. Experience working with state agencies, banks, attorneys, title companies. Experience to know the law and be able to explain it. With reduced staffing, we need a working treasurer. Let me continue working hard for you. Public service, experience, leadership that is unmatched. Vote Daryl Pheasant for County Treasurer.
Big Bend Volleyball had a rough outing against Walla Walla on the Vikings' home court last night. The team was looking for a bounce-back win after dropping a 3-set match to Spokane. But the Warriors had another thing in mind. Reporter Sean Wells has the story.
With a playoff spot on the line, Big Bend knew they had a tough task hosting Walla Walla. With a win, Big Bend would be tied with Walla Walla at 5-4 in the standings. But it was all Lady Warriors in the first set, taking it 25-16. In the second set, Big Bend came out strong, proving they could play with Walla Walla. A back-and-forth set went to the wire, but the Warriors took a 2-0 set lead with a 25-23 win. Behind Chantel Zamora's 9 kills and Alexa Lindgren's 15 defensive digs, Walla Walla took the third set 25-16 and swept Big Bend. Shania Bateman had 9 kills and 12 defensive digs for the Vikings, who will look to get a win in their next match at Yakima Valley College. For Fiber One News, Sean Wells.
The Royals beat the Giants 7-2 last night to even the World Series at a game apiece. Billy Butler broke a 2-2 sixth-inning stalemate with his second RBI single of the night. Salvador Perez followed with a 2-run double before Omar Infante smacked a 2-run homer. Alcides Escobar had 2 hits and an RBI, and Lorenzo Cain was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. Kelvin Herrera picked up the victory. He came in for starter Yorando Ventura, who gave up 2 runs and 8 hits in 5 1/3 innings. Losing pitcher Jake Peavy was reached for 4 runs and 6 hits in 5+ innings. The series moves to San Francisco for Game 3 Friday. Tim Hudson is scheduled to start for the Giants. Jeremy Guthrie takes the mound for the Royals. Well, Arizona is the near unanimous pick by the members of the media to take the Pac-12 basketball title this season. The Wildcats received 31 of 32 first-place votes in the poll released today. Utah was chosen to finish second and Colorado third by reporters who cover the conference. UCLA, which was picked fourth, received the other first-place vote. Arizona finished just 1 shot shy of the Final Four last season, falling 64-63 in overtime to Wisconsin. The teams vying for the lead in the AFC West are meeting tonight in Denver. The Broncos start the game with a 5-1 record, while the visiting Chargers are 5-2. Denver is led by record-setting quarterback Peyton Manning, who has a 113 passer rating. Phillip Rivers will be barking out the signals for the Chargers. San Diego shocked the Broncos 27-20 in Denver on Thursday Night Football last year, so there could be an upset brewing. Well, be sure and tune in at 7 this evening for our live coverage of Big 9 girls soccer. Moses Lake matches up with West Valley on the pitch at Lions Field. The number 8 ranked Chiefs can wrap up the league title with a win. Sean Wells and Cody Johnson will be calling the action. We'll be right back after this.
This is Garth Dano. I'm asking for your vote for Grant County Prosecutor, and have practiced law here with my family for 34 years. I care about this county and the people who live and raise their families here. I'm committed to improving our justice system in Grant County so we can all be proud of it. I will hold serious offenders accountable and will work with all our police officers to protect the public. Currently, it takes 3 to 4 years to have a civil trial heard in our courts. I am committed to working with the judges to solve this unnecessary delay. Please vote for me in the upcoming general election. I am Garth Dano, and I approve this message.
Hi, this is Kelly Moore from Moore Furniture. I want to let you all know how excited we are about Sealy's new gel memory foam beds. Sealy has taken memory foam to a whole new level by infusing gel beads into the mattress to keep you from getting too warm while you sleep. They come with a 25-year warranty, and we've got them on our floor for you to try out. We also offer free delivery and in-house financing, so stop by and see us and get yourself sleeping good at night. Remember, whatever you do in bed, Sealy supports it. So come see us at Moore Furniture in Ephrata or find us on the web at moorefurniture.net.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the reaction from two Moses Lake youth sports groups on the closing of the Larson Recreation Center. Reporter Jeff Chu has the story.
For hockey-loving Moses Lake resident Ty Thompson, losing access to the City of Moses Lake's Larson Recreation Center ice rink would be devastating to hundreds of youth and adults.
We're going to have several kids, close to 100 kids that aren't going to have an option to play a winter sport, that they've been playing for years. It means people in the community that enjoy going public skating aren't going to have a place to do that. It means for adults that play in the adult league, it's a means of exercise and hanging out with your friends. Well, for the kids that want to play hockey, they're going to play. And it's a matter of, do you want to go to Wenatchee or Tri-Cities to play? Either way, you're looking at a little over an hour drive and a couple nights a week.
Thompson said youth and adult recreation advocates like himself need to take the issue to City Hall. BMX racing mom and spokeswoman Melody Johnson expressed similar sentiments.
I'm frustrated by the fact that we have this beautiful track that will be closed if that's the direction that we're going. That's just 10 minutes away from our house. I'm sad that to see the facility be sent to the wayside and to see other facilities developed. I'm scared for the other racers that don't have the ability like we do to travel. I mean, the closest other BMX track is Richland or Spokane. That's an hour-and-a-half drive.
Johnson said it would be tragic to take the track away from the kids who use it. Both Thompson and Johnston have for years put their volunteer time and energy into supporting the hockey and bike motocross facilities that leaders with the cash-strapped city propose to shut down. As president of the Moses Lake Youth Hockey Association, Thompson coaches youth hockey at the ice rink and plays in the Adult Hockey League. Johnston has volunteered on her BMX riding son's behalf for 5 years. The Moses Lake City Council decision to close Larson Recreation Center followed news that the city is facing a $1.8 million budget deficit in 2015. Officials expect the city will save $125,000 a year by closing the Larson Center. Not far behind Thompson is self-proclaimed hockey mom Jamie Erickson, who is emotional about keeping the ice rink open.
Hockey is our life from November until June. Our season here ends in March, but Tri-Cities does 3-on-3 in the spring, and it's only once a week, and so we travel down there once a week from April until June just to keep him on the ice, because his goals are to play college. That's what he wants to do, and he says he wants to go to the University of North Dakota and then get drafted by the Blackhawks. Which I don't want to tell him that he can't achieve his goals because something like this happens.
Jamie's son Isaac, a 9-year-old Garden Heights Elementary School 4th grader, also pleads to keep the ice rink open.
It means a lot to me. If we can't play hockey, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Melody Johnston's son, Colton, has competed at the finely manicured BMX track for 5 years. The 10-year-old Knowles Vista Elementary School 4th grader says he would be lost if the city closes the track.
I love this track, and I wish it could stay open.
Ty Thompson and Melody Johnson say they will continue to work with city leaders to try to keep both facilities open. The council's public conversation about Larson Recreation Center is expected to continue at 7 p.m. October 28th at Moses Lake City Hall Council Chambers, 401 South Balsam Street. I'm Jeff Chu for iFiber One News.
And we'll be right back after this.
What's white and yellow and red all over? If you said the local book telephone directory, the one with the purple sunset on the cover, then you're right. In print and online at statewideyp.com, it features up-to-date local maps, community information, and a calendar of events. With a restaurant dining guide with full local menus and a reverse directory, you're sure to find the number you're looking for. With the Local Book telephone directory, it's the best way to get the information you need. Pick up a copy of the Local Book today or visit statewideyp.com.
Pizza Maker, Playmaker.
Check out my Ultimate Meats Pizza.
Looks great.
5 meats working together.
I love it.
A team of ingredients.
You're trying to make a football joke.
Yeah, funny?
Brutal, actually. Stick to pizza.
Pepperoni, salami, sausage, Canadian and hickory smoked bacon. Up your game with the new Ultimate Meats Pizza. A large for $12. Add a mega chocolate chip cookie for just $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza,
better football.
Papa John's.
Welcome back. The Multi-Agency Communications Center is moving forward with constructing a new building. The Grant County Commissioners agreed to sell $7.5 million worth of bonds to finance a proposed 9,700 square foot building. It will take 24 years to pay the debt. The center is planned to be built on Hamilton Road near a Moses Lake radio tower. The center purchased the land as part of a series of upgrades to the radio system. A portion of the 0.1% sales tax approved by voters in 2005 for radio system upgrades will be used to pay for the new building. The center is presently using about $740,000 of the roughly $1.8 million in revenue from the tax to pay a 20-year bond used to pay for the radio upgrades. A new building was never included in the materials given to voters in 2005. MAC officials added plans to construct a new building later. The owner of Quincy's ambulance service is asking voters to support a levy to help the city's hospital. Brian Williamson, the owner of Protection One Ambulance Service, expressed support for the Quincy Valley Medical Center's one-year levy. The levy adds $1.10 per $1,000 of assessed value for property owners in the district. The levy is aimed at paying a portion of the hospital's roughly $4 million debt to Grant County. County officials want the amount brought down to $2.5 million. Protection One's owner stated the hospital is necessary to provide a place to stabilize patients before they are taken to another hospital. In Northwest news, Republican U.S. House candidate Clint Didier has dropped his federal lawsuit against a volunteer for his opponent's campaign over an alleged misuse of state resources. Didier had originally sued opponent Dan Newhouse, also a Republican seeking the House seat from Central Washington, plus Newhouse's campaign and volunteer Chris Voigt, who is the executive director of the state's Potato Commission. The spokesman review says U.S. District Court Judge Thomas Wrights had ordered Didier to be deposed on Friday by attorneys for Voigt and the Potato Commission. But Didier dropped the lawsuit on Thursday. Newhouse and his campaign had already been dropped from the lawsuit on October 16th. Didier had contended that Voigt used his commission account to send emails encouraging people to attend a Newhouse fundraiser and donate to his campaign. A lump of gold about the size of your hand was found in California and could be worth nearly $500,000. For CNN, reporter Rob Roth shows us the nuggets that could make a prospector very rich.
By all accounts, this 5-pound nugget is worth its weight in gold and then some.
Probably somewhere between $350,000 and $450,000.
So what makes this so special?
What we have here is what is probably the largest gold nugget from California in private hands today. I didn't expect to see a California nugget of this size come out of the ground in my lifetime.
The nugget was discovered in July by a gold prospector in the rugged mountains in Butte County. The name of the prospector and the exact location are being kept confidential. The nugget will be on display and up for sale here at the San Francisco Fall Antique Show at Fort Mason from tomorrow through Sunday.
They are letting me hold the gold, but unfortunately they won't let me walk out with it.
If you look really carefully...
David McCarthy, a precious metal and rare coin expert, says the nugget is millions of years old.
Some sort of action of water actually crushed this down.
The nugget was somehow missed by the hardscrabble prospectors who swept into California in the 1840s and 50s during the gold rush, an era that helped turn San Francisco from a settlement to a boomtown that's been booming ever since.
This is the coin out of the Saddle Ridge hoard that's been called the $1 million coin.
It is one of the gold coins found by the bucketful earlier this year in a couple's backyard in the Sierra. About 3/4 of them have already been sold to collectors. But these days, all eyes are expected to be on this rock, now on sale for a price even higher than a World Series ticket. In San Francisco, Rob Roth, KTVU, Channel 2 News.
And that's going to do it for us here at I-501 News. We want to thank you for watching. We'll see you again tomorrow.